Hey buddy, Crow back again with another Zaccaria Pinball, the second to the last electromechanical table. We're going to be looking at Granada from 1974.
Granada.
Man, these do load up quickly. Fly cam. Again, 5 digits. It's going to be another table where I have no idea what my score is. I could, like, that's what the theme has been. But you know what? Looking at this, looks like the scores are that very high. I don't see any 50,000 scoring. I don't even see 10,000. So it may be entirely possible that 5 digits is appropriate for this table. But I see normal outlanes. We'll see how well. Yeah, I don't know. It looks they might be drain monsters. Who knows? Looks like we got arrows pointing towards this main special, and then 500 points special and lit. I don't know what the special is, but I like all these drop targets. That is great. How many are there? 1, 2, 3. I think it's like 10. 10 on each side. This table's got like 20 drop targets. That's crazy. But looks very straightforward. So I'll play a little bit of this, and we'll do a cut to after that. Alright, I'm back after playing Granada for an hour and 15 minutes. This table was frustrating. Okay, yes. 5-digit score. This one was appropriate for 5 digits because not even the #1 score is over 100,000. However, the outlanes. Oh man, the outlanes are a bastard. A bastard in this table. Very frustrating. Okay, so here's the gist of the table. Okay. You have these 3 rollover lanes. There's 3 of them. The 2 on the outer sides aren't anything. So you got to be careful not to hit those. Let's the center one advances the arrows up the center. The ones on the left and the right will activate the special on the left and the right. If you hit those while they're lit, you get the special, which is 10,000 points. Now that's easier said than done because I don't know if you can tell here, and I'm sure you'll be able to tell when you watch me play later in this video. Those targets are inside the posts. You have to be dead on because if you're off by a little bit, those posts will knock it away. So it's very difficult, to do that. And then you have these targets on each side. By hitting all of those, by hitting 1 row down, you'll advance this arrow 3. Now, when the arrow's all the way at the top, according to the rules, when the arrow's all the way to the top, you should get an extra ball as a special. However, from my experience, you don't get anything. I think you just get the 500 points. I don't think this table's programmed correctly because it makes getting the center, it makes getting these arrows completely pointless and worthless. Really, the way the table is now, that's maybe something they fix in the future. But the way this table is now, the only way to get a decent score is to hit the rollovers and then hit the left and the right ones. And then try to hit it up there and hit the rollovers again. And just ignore everything else. Well, they are worth some points, but really that's where the bulkier points are going to be coming from. The problem is that the outlanes are a bastard. That's the only way to put it. I could kind of talk about my frustrations of this table later, but I'm not going to do that. In fact, in the best game you'll see later on in the video, it may not even convey how frustrated I am with this table because I was pretty happy I was doing pretty good for once. But I was on the verge of... this table was giving me a headache. I don't know if I could really recommend this table at all. Yeah. What you're going to see next is this table and a bunch of different lighting. And then the best game I had during the stream, but you won't see, is me being frustrated at this table for over an hour. All right, here we are looking at Granada in the morning lighting, what I like to call the default lighting. And this is the table with the bright lightings. I was thinking it was tropical for a second when I was recording that audio, but no, I could definitely tell this is it. This is the morning mode, and even then, you could just tell how bright the lights are. So you could tell how it's gonna pan out when we get to the darker settings. And this is the afternoon mode, and you can even tell because the lights are so bright on this table that it practically eliminates almost all the shadows that would be going across the table. So it's really interesting. This must be the brightest table in Zaccaria Pinball. This is midnight with well, just midnight, really. And again, the lights are really bright. I like this the most, because the setting the most, just because you can see all the shadows of the ball and the lights and everything is really cool. This is the Stormy Mode, and again, those lights are so bright that normally it would be so dark it's hard to see. But not here, as the flashes of lightning don't even take a huge effect here because the table's already so light. We're back to the midnight mode here, but this time with the white lights, and it really, like, the lighting really, you know, the dynamically changes here because, again, it's just so bright, so you get all these white lights now, and again, here's the colorful lighting, and this is the brightest you'll ever see these colored lightings, I think, at any table, just because, again, it's so bright, so this is, like, as colorful as you can see any table, I think. But now we're going to switch to this is back to the morning mode, but this is the table as worn as possible, so the lighting does take a bunch of a decrease here. So, yeah, just interesting to see, like, what the table would look like if it was neglected for many, many years. And again, here's the same worn table, but this time in storm mode, and again, it's still kind of bright. This is the brightest you'll see this kind of mode with the dirtiest playfield. I mean, you won't really lose anything here. But that's it for this look at the lighting. But now we're going to see the best game I had during the stream. Oh, this is just ridiculous, this table. There we go. Okay, good shot. All right. Bingo! Okay, well, that's good. Good, making me happy. So both of them are lit now, cool. Hitting one of them would just be an instant. Got it! Best game! Best game! Man, just like that, 20,000 points. Oh. Oh, well, this isn't going up on YouTube, and the video I put up on YouTube is edited. So nobody will ever know I sweared on YouTube. Oh, screwed. Well, last ball. I'm just really satisfied I passed 40,000. There we go. Almost. Bingo! Well, I'm number 10 now. Number 10. Number 10. I think I beat you, War Radish. And that's Granada, a table I really can't recommend at the moment, just because it seems like it's a little bit broken, in that the center target, when it's lit, really doesn't seem to give you what it's supposed to give you, whether it be a bunch of points or an extra ball. It just does, it seems to give you the normal amount of points. I might be wrong, but I've been paying attention, and from the time I spent playing it, just hitting that and going for it doesn't amount to a whole lot of points. But what does amount to a whole lot of points are the other two targets, so you just rather go for that. But then that leaves like a whole section of the table like just not worth playing, or rather one of the elements of the table not worth going for. And if that were fixed, I could rate this higher. But like I may have alluded to during the stream, I was really getting frustrated at this table just because I wanted to get a better score, and it was just really, really hard to do so. But on the plus side, this is a table with only 5 digits in the scoring reel, but you will rarely exceed 100,000, so it works out in favor for this table. But that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure you do like the video. And if you hadn't yet subscribed yet, I do recommend subscribing, because I do have plenty of videos just like this for Pinball FX3, Zaccaria Pinball, and Pinball Arcade, and there will be many more videos to come. Thanks for watching.